Morning, guys. Looks like another wet one here. But rain or shine, off to work we go. Okay, today's nightmare travel story. It happened like a month ago, actually. I was coming from Singapore into Malaysia. I flew into Singapore from Thailand, through security, in the taxi, over to the Malaysian border. Sorry, the Singapore border. I gotta do customs to get out of Singapore. And we pull up to the window, take my passport, and saying there's a problem with your passport, it won't scan. Have you ever had a problem with like that before? And I know it's a new passport, but it's always worked. And we're there for like half an hour. You know, the line behind us is a mile long now. Everybody's honking. So they say, okay, we have to take you over to the main office, and we'll figure out what the problem is over there. So this guy from the office comes out and he gets us, me and the taxi, shows us where to park, brings us across about 10 lanes of traffic, and shows us where to park. And then they take the keys away from the taxi driver. I don't know if they're scared he was going to do a runner or what, or maybe that's just policy. Taking us down through all these doors. It looks like jail, you know, it looks like a jail. Open one door and go into a little room, and then open another door and go into a little room, and there's all bars everywhere. I guess it's a Singapore jail. We finally get to this back room. It's old, it's dirty, disgusting place, but it's where the top immigration cop is working. He takes my passport and he looks at me and tells me go sit down, points to the chair in the corner. So I go sit down, and we're there for half an hour at least, maybe longer than that. And finally he tells me to come over, so I go stand beside him. He said, okay, the problem was you never actually got scanned in Singapore. We can't let you out of Singapore because you're not actually in Singapore, according to the computer. I'm like, well, that's not good, because obviously I'm here. I'm standing right beside you. He's like, yeah, it's going to be a little bit to get this fixed. So he's got to scan me into Singapore and then scan me right back out. So I was probably technically, legally only in Singapore for about 5 minutes, even though I was there for probably 3 hours. But just sitting there in this what looked like a jail, this dirty old room like something out of the 70s, just waiting. What's going on here? Why? You know, because he wouldn't tell us nothing. Only thing at the start, they asked me if I've ever had a problem with my passport before, and then they would tell us nothing. But taking the keys away from the taxi driver, I didn't know what to make of that. But that was interesting. I've never been not able to get out of a country before. Probably the hard part is getting in. I love these painted rumble strips. Okay, guys. Oh, that's it. Locked up in Singapore. Kind of, anyway. Isn't traveling fun?